So what is your name?
सर फुलकन नारजारी।
फुलकन, उसका मीनिंग क्या है नाम का?
सर नाम का मीनिंग वैसे छोटा सा फूल, मम्मी ने ऐसे ही बताया है।
Corn means small.
कॉर्न माने फूल।
Okay. So you have done BA in Geography, MA in Geography
Yes.
in 2016, and after that are you working somewhere?
No, sir, I'm not working. Currently, I'm not working. I did my masters, and then meanwhile I qualified for NET JRF. So I was about to pursue my PhD, but then I looked back and I opted for this civil
Okay.
service.
So what can you tell us about the resources in the Arctic Sea?
Sir?
Resources in the Arctic Sea, the Arctic, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so what kind of resources are available there which has become a geopolitical issue in recent times?
So currently, sir, I have no idea about that.
Sure, okay. So what do you know about the Uniform Civil Code?
So Uniform Civil Code. So sir, in our constitution and our law books, so there are two. We have two types of laws. One is for Muslim and one is for Hindu law. So there have been a debate ongoing that these two should be merged. So Uniform Civil Code. So it talks about uniforming the code to bring a unification throughout the country, so that the amount of debate we are having right now, so it can be reduced to some level.
So what are the problems that we are facing in implementing it?
So different religious minorities, so they have the problem because they have their own religious laws. So they cannot comply that with if it is make uniform. So their religious, the denominations, they have some problem with it.
Sure, okay. Can you tell us the recent changes that have taken place in Indo-Nepal relations?
So recent changes. So earlier the relation was very cordial, but after this Madheshi the issue, and when Indian government they kind of created an economic blockade. After that, the dynamics have changed a little. So right now we are not having such a cordial relationship. So but the newly elected Prime Minister, I think he is Mr. O.P. Sharma, I think. The country our Prime Minister, and they are trying to sort it out strategically. So because they are our neighbor, they need to do that. So
Okay, what do you know about the Malacca Strait?
Malacca Strait. So Malacca Strait is so I'm actually not in touch with geography at all. I was not prepared for this.
Okay.
What is about Bermuda Triangle? What is its mystery?
So Bermuda Triangle. So earlier it was believed that this has a magnetic field. So whatever aircraft or anything that goes above that area, it used to get it used to get disappeared in that portion. So that was the kind of myth. I think now it has been solved that there is no such thing.
You say something about greenhouse effect.
So
Greenhouse effect.
greenhouse effect.
Definitely.
So greenhouse effect so it's a kind of a phenomena. There are many greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. So these gases, they trap the sunlight and they do not allow them to go. So in the incoming sunlight, the radiation that comes, it does not allow them to escape. So that gradually increases the temperature of our Earth. So that is a greenhouse effect, which is a good thing for the growth of plants and everything in the atmosphere. But the rise in these gases, this is not a good thing. After this gases cross a threshold level, so it increases the global temperature, which is not very convenient for life forms. So then it becomes global warming, and then it becomes an environmental issue. Otherwise, greenhouse effect it's just a phenomenon. It's just a natural phenomenon.
So Pluto was considered as planet, but now recently it is not considered as planet. Why?
So because it does not have such characteristics, it is a dwarf planet as they have categorized it.
Why?
So it does not have its own its own satellite, and like other planets have, and maybe so I may be wrong.
Not said about satellite, but it's a specific part of it. Sensor is part of it, no specific.
In which area of geography you are comfortable?
So agriculture.
Agriculture. Okay.
Why?
So because I have studied a lot about Indian agriculture, that's why, and also fluvial geography.
Fluvial geography. It is not a separate part of geography. It's part of geography.
Geomorphology itself, yeah.
Tell me about Rainbow Revolution.
So
Rainbow Revolution.
Rainbow Revolution, I'm not aware of that.
Not aware of it. What is bargi? Bargi. Do you know what bargi is? The government scheme under Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. Not aware. Okay, tell me some of the negatives of Green Revolution.
Negatives of Green Revolution. So first of all, it led to commercialization of a few crops, such as wheat. It was mainly focusing on wheat, and so the other crops, they were not included in the umbrella flagship program. And then regionalization of the program. So it gave more emphasis to northern states, and so eastern states and southern states were in some areas it was left out. So these will be.
What is Blue Revolution?
So Blue Revolution is related to pisciculture.
What are the two components of Blue Revolution?
So increasing the
Sorry?
increasing the yield of PC fishes.
It's a geomorphology में you are comfortable with fluvial topography, है ना?
Fluvial geography.
Okay. Tell me the conditions of delta formation.
Delta formation. So the river needs to be very. It forms in the mouth of the river, the delta, and the river needs to have a lot of sediments. So a delta can be formed in topography where the topography is newly built, mostly, and the
Is
mountain.
it? Why fluvial cones are formed in Ganga river but not in Brahmaputra?
So because the Ganga in the upper courses is more, it has more velocity.
So your other option is sociology, na? What do you mean by vertical mobilization in a society? Vertical mobilization in a society.
Vertical mobilization. So when a group of society, they want to go up in their castes or that kind of scale.
Yes, I was very precise. Okay, tell me one thing. What is the difference between modernization and westernization?
Okay, so modernization is when people's process or thought processing is changed. You know, they are becoming their growth is progressive. It means more of a progressive growth, and westernization means accepting the Western culture without judging it. I can give an example. Like listening to modern rock music can be a form of westernization, which we can accept without thinking about it, what it is saying, what its message is, that kind of a thing. But empowerment of women, which is a very global topic, if we accept that, then I will say it is a modernization of the society.
Suppose you are the DM of Kabul Metro. What are the 5 immediate steps that you are going to take?
Immediate steps.
Immediate steps that you are going to take.
So first about the artificial floods that happens every year. Then sir, I would like to do something about the traffic congestion. And there are in need of some overbridges at some places. I feel that. And I think I would also like to do something about child labor and child and women trafficking.
Tell me about the recent changes in the Child Labour Act.
I don't know.
So what steps you will take for women's safety?
So women's safety. So first of all, sir, a lot of CCTV cameras needs to be installed. Then the cab services that we have in the country, their whole
I'm
map.
talking about market.
Yes, okay, so Guwahati. So the cab services we have in Guwahati, they also need to go. We also need to go through their security manual as well. What does they do about women's security? How a person is about to get out of a situation, if she's trapped in a situation as that, and so women's security. You were asking about women's security,
That's
and
it.
Which soil is beneficiary for agricultural produce? Acidic soil or basic soil? Which soil is good for agriculture?
agriculture.
Acidic or basic?
So it's basic.
Basic. Why?
So because we have nitrogen content, potash, nitrogen.
Assam is also famous for black rice
Yes.
cultivation. When the farmer who started cultivation, what is acid rain
Acid rain.
and how it affects to cultivation of soil?
So when there is a lot of sulfur dioxide in the environment, so the raindrops they react.
Only so.
Sulfur dioxide. So that's the reaction. Because of that, the rain it contains a lot of acid. So that is called acid rain. So it affects the pisciculture when it reaches the aquatic body. So it affects the aquatic life there, and it also affects the plants. It damages crops.
Say brief about demonetization.
So demonetization. So demonetization, it was declared in India only demonetization in India or demonetization as a
In
whole?
India.
In India. So it was declared by the government on 8th of November 2016, and it is change of currency, and rupees 500 note and rupees 1000 notes were changed in the country. So they were
Highlight some drawbacks and advantages.
so drawbacks. So the amount of problems it created for people, common people, because it was declared without any prior notice, and so when such and these were the largest circulating money in the market right now at that point of time. So people had a lot of problem for that, and long-term advantages are still to be seen, and the other is it is said that the counterfeit money, and it helped also in identifying the black money. So these are the advantages.
डिमोनेटाइजेशन से जितने नकली नोट रिजेक्ट किया तो सारा पैसा तो फिर आ गया.
So
Approximately 99% money where again came to bank.
तो उस ब्लैक मनी था ही नहीं. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बोल
yes,
रहा हूँ?
हाँ, so समझ में आ रहा है.
Then
So but a lot of transaction happened. So at that point of time, so those transactions helped the government to at least identify what amount of black money was there in the market. So I think-
so you think the demonetization is a step?
So I think yes, it was not a very bad step as well. I think it was good.
Okay, just tell me 3 sectors which you focus on to improve the participation of women in the workforce. The participation of women in the workforce. So name 3 sectors over which you can focus to improve the participation of women.
So first of all, so I think there are a lot of less women in police force. So in that sense, you're asking?
Okay, just sectors. Which sectors are most we should focus on in order to improve? Because currently women participation in labor force is very low. So how can we increase it? That's my
So
question.
I think a lot of entrepreneurship needs to be done in that sector. And then in police force, I think in defense force and police force, the participation of women, I think in that way I would say even in defense forces, the acceptance of women is very low. I mean the amount of job they provide, it needs to be increased, and there is entrepreneurship, and I would focus on these. Thank you, sir.
And more work experience equine, no?
No, sir.
16, no. See, focus on geography in a proper way.
I'm really sorry, I was not at all.
Work efficient, the possibility of questions from geography or sociology would have been less, but now it is. Cotton College of question Cotton College, Guwahati University, Cotton College University, world key work, the women empowerment. So develop those areas in a far better way.
So geography, though I saw my condition today, but sir, sociology, sir, because that was not at all my field, and I did very superficial study for this because I had very less time. So I did very superficial study.
Sociology even syllabus is both APSc and UPSC. To me, sociology is a term at least. Like to get those terms correct. ऐसा नहीं हो कि बिल्कुल बहुत आसान सा सवाल पूछा है and you are just doing nothing. इनको हम आर्थिक वर्ड मिला करो भारतीय रिपोर्ट का. बाकी ज्योग्राफी तो तुम्हें MA वन. No.
मैंने ज्योग्राफी पे फोकस करो ले.
You are not definitely to say that why fluvial cone is not.
बहुत क्वेश्चन हो रहा है.
Putra. ज्योग्राफी में और वर्क करो.
ज्योग्राफी रिपोर्ट है और मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चन
अभी तो मैंने WM डेविस ये सब के बारे में पूछा भी नहीं है, ठीक है, या बाकी जितने भी ग्रामर थे
अप्लाइड ज्योग्राफी हो एप्लीकेशन
थोड़ा हैंड मूवमेंट ज़्यादा हो रहा है,
बहुत ज़्यादा है. हंसो मत when taking the question, ठीक है, इंटरव्यू के बाद जितना हंसना हंस लेना, but when you are taking a question, whether you are knowing it or not knowing it, smile ठीक है, but it should not be laugh.
and also don't repeat the words.
वो थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना.
हैंड मूवमेंट जितना कम हो उतना अच्छा है. मतलब ऐसे रहा एक बार ऐसे हिला लिया ठीक है, बट ऐसे नहीं.
ठीक है, that again ठीक है सर बाकी.
presentation was very good.
Geography और work करा and cotton Wikipedia cotton पर जिम्मान वस्तु आसे. Henry Cotton ठीक है, या evolution, great personalities, hunting, then Cotton as a college and Cotton as university, ठीक है, and visit of some of the dignitaries, ठीक है, से विवेकानंद and APJ अब्दुल कलाम, ठीक है, ये सब चीजें थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना क्योंकि people know about all these things.